Get out the way. Get out the way. Okay? I intend to do this. Okay? Don't get it twisted. That's right. It's not a myth. Tell me why you mad, son. Hey, back at it again. So, we're gonna get into a video that Black Light Revelation sent to me, and you know me, I don't do too much talking. I'm gonna cut in whenever I need to, but at the same time, you know, you just gotta address some blatant disrespectful points that are being made in this video. Anyway, you guys already know how I do it. I'm gonna ride out. You welcome to ride out with me. You can turn the music down if you don't. This ain't to your liking. I'm gonna be switching up music in the future. You know, put some R&B tunes on for the ladies. But for right now, yeah, we riding out. We going hard. Okay. Hey. Beat. Shout out to the Reaction channel. You know what I mean? Ground and Motivate. Brother Derek. Jada Foreman. You know what I mean? Even Black Star Racing, he even come up though. But he be putting stuff in there. Shout out to Black Star Racing. For real. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're going to keep it moving. All right? We're going to get into the video next after the ride out. Hey. Beat. Y'all already know. We back at it. We are back at it. Hey. B. So this film on the screen right here is talking about a apparent phenomenon called blackwashing. He's talking about something called blackwashing. So we're gonna address it. Okay. Anyway, let's go.
Talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip.
We going in.
Waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk
We ride
while my
out
goons
right
get
now.
hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip.
Hey.
Waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip.
That's
You
right.
gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit.
ain't gotta
Instead
talk.
I let them talk while my goons
gotta
get
talk at
hellish.
all.
The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my
And we
goons
ain't
get
worried.
hellish. The only way they talk
We
is
not
with a full
worried.
clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas
Okay.
who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that
ride
bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons
Shout out
get
to Black
hellish.
Light
The
Revelation.
only way they talk is with a
Shout
full
out to
clip.
Reaction
You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys talking the fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip.
Y'all keep opening the doors.
Talking the fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me.
Y'all already know.
Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip.
That's right.
You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit.
We ain't gotta say nothing. We ain't gotta say a word. Y'all already know.
Talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip.
This ain't no myth, pop.
Talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish.
I'ma give you something to be scared about.
You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip. You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip.
For real.
You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit.
We paying dues over
Instead
here.
I let them talk while my goons get hellish.
Sounds
The
like
only
black.
way they talk is with a full
Hey,
clip.
hey, hey,
You gon' make them boys
Beep, beep,
waste
beep.
time talking to fellas
What?
who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them talk while my goons get hellish. The only way they talk is with a full clip.
Okay.
You gon' make them boys waste time talking to fellas who run up on me talking that bullshit. Instead I let them.
Hey. Pete. You don't hear what this guy got to say. He talking nonsense, but y'all already know how I do. I'm gonna step in whenever I need to step in, but I'm gonna let him talk. We gonna hear him out. Okay. We gonna hear him out. Let's go.
Look at the madness going on in Hollywood.
I don't care what they tell you in school, but Hannibal was black.
I mean, this is what Hollywood actively wants you to believe about one of history's greatest military commanders. His tactics are still studied today. Check out this article from IGN. Denzel Washington to play Hannibal in Netflix new historical epic.
You serious?
To be honest, I thought Netflix was done with historical epics after the Bridgerton. I mean, Denzel Washington to play Hannibal and historical epic are two different statements. And why did Denzel Washington even agree to portray Hannibal? Bro, you're 68! Hannibal Barca was 29 when he crossed the Alps to bring the battle to take these studies very continent. Many YouTubers already went through.
A, B. So, I messed up on the recording real quick, and I apologize for that. You know, like I said, I'm still learning. So, what's happening is that the movie Hannibal is gonna be made, right? And this guy's having a problem with Denzel Washington portraying Hannibal. I don't understand why, because for hundreds of years we've watched European people play the role of black people, and we didn't have a problem with that. Black people, that is, right? So I don't understand what this guy's problem is, right? But we're gonna continue with his rant just to see where he's coming from, right? So we're gonna keep it moving. Y'all let me know in the comment section whether or not y'all like my DJ voice, or you want me to be crisp and clear like this without the echo. I know what I probably know what most of y'all gonna say, but I don't know. We'll see.
After the Bridgerton. I mean, Denzel Washington to play Hannibal and historical epic are two different statements. And why did Denzel
Now, he's talking about Denzel being a little bit older, but the picture that he showed of the picture that he's showing of the supposed Hannibal, who lived in 100 between 100 and 200 BC or whatever. I need to recheck. I need to make sure I'm not positive if that's the number, but I know the numbers is between 100 and 250, right? And that person look old as hell. So what's your issue with Denzel Washington playing this role, right? Or the producer who's producing this role. We've had many European producers making movies about people on the African continent for years, for 7 decades, more than that, 10 decades, right? 10 decades, right? So, what's your issue? What's your issue, my guy? What you really mad about? You haven't even gotten a taste of black history. Now, for all just to let it be known, I've watched this video already, right? So he is making a lot of claims, and he's talking about specific people, okay? And he's talking about the Afrocentrist and stuff like that, right? Which denotes specific people, but he's not calling nobody out by name. He's just calling out the people. Now, I don't know what this guy's issue is. Well, I do know what his issue is, but it's like, guy, you just getting one black person in in a movie and you having a heart attack. You see how fragile they are? Well, we're gonna keep it moving, right? You hear what he got to say. He's gonna talk a lot of nonsense. Whatever facts I'll bring out, I'll bring it out when I can. Okay? Let's go.
Washington even agree to portray Hannibal? Bro, you're 68! Hannibal Barca was 29 when he crossed the Alps to bring.
Is that 29? Is that 29? I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. You got an issue with Denzel. He look way better than this guy right here. He looks superior to this guy right here, actually. This guy's pale as hell. I don't even know how he survived. We gonna keep it moving, though.
the battle to Rome. Sadly, Hannibal is just the latest historical figure that has been blacked.
You're a lucky man.
Although Hannibal was born in North Africa, he was not black. They would just ignore the history and the
See, what they do is try to he was born in North Africa. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it seem as though that Africa is not the land of the blacks. That's what they're trying to do. Africa is the land of Ham. That's it. Shem is from there too. Matter of fact, Shem and Ham are related. How about that? How about that? Right? But, you know, you guys are worried about movies right now. Movies. We've been watching white people play these roles for years. Nobody had a problem with that. We ain't have a problem with it. What's up with you guys? What kind of inferiority you guys got going on with you that you can't see somebody black play a role? What is it? Tell me why you mad, son. Son, sit down. Tell me why you mad. Now, I've been lenient with you. I've been very lenient with you. Okay? I'll let you go about and do whatever you wanted to do when I should have whooped that ass a long time ago, right? Because you need a beating. You need to be disciplined. You need to be put. I'm not going to say that. Not going to say that. What we're going to do, see, this video is over. We only did 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this ride for like 5 minutes. I'm not going to interrupt it. I'm just let him talk, right? I'm going to let him talk. So the next time I interrupt it, it'll be, I don't know, the 7-minute mark or whatever. 7 to 8 minute mark. All right? Let's go. Let's see what he continue to talk his nonsense.
very diverse genetic makeup of this gigantic continent. Many YouTubers already went through this mayhem with Netflix's Queen Cleopatra, and now Netflix is back at it again. As a reminder, although Queen Cleopatra was from Egypt, we know for a fact that she was of Greek heritage. But according to Netflix, anyone born in Africa is by default black, as in African American. That's why they're also working on a documentary about a well-known African genius.
I know I just said I was gonna break into it, but how does being born in Africa equate to being African American? Like, where did that come from? Why are you saying that? Was that a Freudian slip or something? Like, why would you say that? Is there any truth to it? Like, what's the truth to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta watch these little hidden suggestions and stuff that they be putting out there. Anyway, I'm not gonna interrupt again. Let's go.
Yes, Elon Musk. It's a shame such a big platform like Netflix openly promotes this rewriting of history, and the public is unanimous. That Cleopatra documentary got an average rating of 1.1 on 10 out of 82,000 reviews. So after stealing Egyptian culture, Afrocentrists are now aiming to steal Tunisian culture. At this rate, they'll soon claim that the Berbers that conquered Spain were also black. At this point, you might be wondering, who's Hannibal? Hannibal Barca was born in 247 BC in Carthage, a coastal city located right next to Tunisia's current capital, Tunis. He was a military commander that Rome despised because of his tactical genius, like at the Battle of the Trebia, Lake Trasimene, and Cannae. He inflicted massive losses on the Romans and brought Rome to its knees. But jealousy and internal feuds between Carthaginian elites allowed the Romans to rebuild their forces, bring the fight directly to the enemy capital, and eventually destroy it. So the movie director for this Netflix historical epic will be Antoine Fuqua, who was involved in many action movies that you probably.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure of Antoine Fuqua's background, but I'm just gonna make an assumption that he's FBA, right? So that's where old boy's getting his information from. That's why he's probably saying, they're trying to make him into an African American or whatever. But besides that, what's your business? We're talking about Netflix here. We're talking about Netflix, right? You can choose to watch what you want to watch on Netflix, and you can choose to disregard what you want to disregard on Netflix also. What's your business with an Antoine Fuqua movie, my guy? With the slappable face? What's your business with an Antoine Fuqua movie? Nobody's forcing you to watch an Antoine Fuqua movie that has Denzel Washington in it. You don't have to watch it. It's a movie. There's other movies about Hannibal. Watch that. What's your issue with the Antoine Fuqua movie? Because it's black? Black people can't have a movie neither, right? If it's made by a black person, it's not true. Right? Tell me why you mad, son. Tell me why you mad. We only 3 minutes. I keep on stopping it, but like I have to, because if if I let him keep talking, the programming will set in, if for lack of better words. But we're gonna keep it moving.
Seen. But it seems he wants to shift to more historical stories. So for his upcoming Hannibal movie, Fuqua probably got inspired by the History Channel, where they picked Nicholas Andre Pinnock to portray this Carthaginian general. Let's be honest, at this point, the History Channel has gone rogue. It should be called the Alien Truckers and Mystery Channel.
All right, so he's being disrespectful at blue collar workers, right? And that's fine. No problem with that. We still 3 minutes into this video. I don't know if I could get through the whole video, truth be told. But I intend to do it. So, you know what? Let me just keep it rocking. I intend to do this. Let's go.
Anyway, this documentary is just illogical. No other Carthaginian is depicted as black. Just Hannibal. Do you realize how ridiculous this is? Hannibal and his Roman nemesis Scipio are said to have met twice in person. Once before the Battle of Zama, a bit like in the movie Kingdom.
Alright, so Scipio is definitely a Roman. And this is documented. Right? So but what he's trying to say is what he's trying to say is, damn, well, I can't remember his name right now. I can't remember his name. Anyway, don't matter. He's trying to say that old boy is also from Rome, right? He's also from Rome, and he's given Rome some defeats, like he's beaten Rome, right? So Scipio Africanus is the one that defeats him, and this is this guy right here, with the ginger hair. He has ginger hair. He don't got no hair on his face. What's going on with that? Like, why don't you have hair on your face? What are you, a man or a woman? What are you? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on over here. Let's keep it going.
Kingdom of heaven.
I pray you pull back your cavalry.
And once many years after the Punic Wars. At the same time, the Romans called people from sub-Saharan Africa Ethiops, an archaic term for burnt face. Yet, no Roman source ever used that term to describe Hannibal. As a matter of fact, they never even bothered to describe his physical appearance. Probably because he looked just like every other Carthaginian. So what did Hannibal look like?
Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. He's black. Go on.
Regarding his ancestry, officially Hannibal and his family were members of the aristocracy of Carthage. Hannibal's ancestors are said to have descended from the Phoenician settlers who colonized the region in the first millennium BC. We can trace this by taking a look at the name of Hannibal's father, Hamilcar, as stated on Wikipedia, is the Latinization of Hamilcar.
All right, we're gonna check, right? So, let me just make sure, cause what I have is a Webster's Ninth New Collegiate Dictionary, right? It's been published in 1980 something. It's a recent dictionary, in my opinion, but it has a lot of old stuff in it. And in order to put a lot of history together, you got to get old books. You can't just rely on modern technology to get your information, because what's happening with modern technology is that they're able to change the historical facts to their liking. Okay? That's very important to catch. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want the information, you gotta get old books. You gotta get old books. The older, the better. Shit. Get books in Old English. You ain't gonna be able to read it, but you'll be able to read it somewhat. But a lot of a lot of the words you probably won't be able to read, because a lot of the letters are new. A lot of letters that we use now today are new letters, right? So, yeah, we're gonna check. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna check. Let me just make sure, but let me let him continue to talk. Maybe only 4 minutes in, so I'm gonna just let him talk.
Hamilcas, from the Hellenized form of the common Semitic Phoenician Carthaginian masculine given name, meaning Melkarth's brother. Melkarth being the patron god of the Phoenician city of Tyre. Once again, a clear connection to the Levant. Even during Hannibal's exile after the Second Punic War, his first stop was in Tyre, the mother city of Carthage, where we can suppose he had family or friendly connections. Many years ago, I went to Byblos in Lebanon, in ancient Phoenician lands, and people there are definitely not black. According to his genealogy, we know Hannibal was Phoenician, at least culturally, but that doesn't solve the question. In the US, African Americans have first and last names that can be traced back directly to Western Europe, yet they don't necessarily look Western European. In regards to our Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca, a lot of the rumors from Afrocentrists stem from this coin, which they claim depicts.
See, what he's doing is killing his own argument, right? Yeah, people moved around and took on the names of the people that they were living around. Okay? You didn't say anything that broke the mold right now, my guy. You just mad. And you pale. Like, why are you so pale? Look, you showing some coins, whatever. Like, you could see where these coins, what these coins are depicting, right? We know where these coins come from. We know where that man originates from, and we know where that animal originates from. Whether the ears be big or small, it don't even matter. You know where it comes from. Let me. The people on the Sentinel Islands, right? What do they look like? That's just a question in the air. The people on the Sentinel Islands where old boy try to go bring them religion. Old boy try to bring the people on Sentinel Island, the Sentinelese Island, religion. Right? What do those people look like? You're not gonna tell me that black people weren't in the area of North Africa or even Europe. You're not gonna tell me that. We are the oldest people. We are the oldest people. We are your daddy, son. I'm your daddy. Right? And you very disrespectful with that pale face of yours. It's no wonder I cast you out. It's no wonder I cast you out. We only got 6 minutes in, man. This guy is just like not even unbelievable, but I know why he's mad. But we're gonna let him talk.
Hannibal. What? It doesn't even make sense. First of all, it's not even a Carthaginian coin, but an Etruscan one from modern day Italy. There are no inscriptions or clues on the coin to identify the man. Even the elephant.
Looks like a coin to me. That coin was in Italy. What does that say about Italy? Look, you're destroying yourself. And the messed up part about it is that we don't care. Like, we actually don't care. I'm only addressing this because my brother sent this to me, so I'm addressing it, right? But I don't care about you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. But you won't leave me alone. You won't leave me alone. I mean, what's your problem? What's your fascination? I'm not fixated with you. I'm not. None of us are. But the slanderous talk that you got going on needs to be addressed. And look, I'm here to do it. I'm here to do it. I'm here to address it. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we're going to do. You know what I mean? So, let's go.
Depicted is Asian, whereas Carthaginian coins all show African elephants. But now let's take a closer look.
He just showed the elephants. African elephant got big ears. The Indian elephant has smaller ears. So, where did, like, we're acting like we don't know where the original come from. We are acting like we don't know who the original people are. We are acting like we don't know who the newest supposed human beings are. With your fake ass muscle shirt. And why are you so pale? Close your mouth at the dinner table. I'm giving you some real food for thought, motherfucker.
At these coins, this one represents the god Melkart. Here's Hannibal as Hercules. So these two are most likely idealized, but we can still see some very Mediterranean.
How the hell, pun intended, does Hannibal turn into Hercules? Which one is it? Is he a myth or is he real? Y'all don't know? Which one is it? And you can't have both. We're only 6 minutes in, man. Damn, I said I was gonna stop it. He just said this coin depicts Hannibal as Hercules. So is he Hercules or is he Hannibal? Which one? Which one, son? With your broke ass. I don't know. I just threw that in. I don't know if he broke or not. He may have more. He may have some money or something like that. He got a plaque in the background, so he probably got some money. But yo, I got some money too, and I ain't got no damn plaque. I ain't broke. I ain't broke out here, and I ain't look. I have integrity. I have integrity. I pay dues before I collect. That's how it's supposed to be. You go around taking and claiming things that you're not. And now the lies are coming out. All the lies are coming out. Pause. The lies are being revealed. And you mad at black people because they black. And you're not. You're not. Yo, you not the original people, yo. So that's why y'all keep doing this. But it's just a shame on y'all. Like, anyway, let's keep it moving.
Mediterranean traits. But the third coin is said to be a direct depiction of either Hannibal or his father Hamilcar. To me, it's very Eastern Mediterranean facial features. Very Semitic, could even pass for Greek. And here's a depiction of a female according to a Carthaginian coin. Once again, very...
My guy, Semitic? Semitic. All right. You want to do that? All right, we're gonna go there. We are going to go there. Okay? This is out of Semitic. This is out of the this is not my interpretation. This is the Webster's 9th New Collegiate Dictionary. Okay? This is the Webster's 9th Collegiate Dictionary. All right? We're gonna look and see what Semitic say. But this is Merriam-Webster. Okay, this is a Merriam-Webster. A genuine Merriam-Webster. The name Webster alone is no guarantee of excellence. It is used by a number of publishers and may serve mainly to mislead an unaware buyer. A Merriam-Webster is the registered trademark you should look for when you consider the purchase of dictionaries or other fine reference books. It carries a reputation of a company that has been publishing since 1831 and is your assurance of quality and authority. Okay, so that's the genuine Merriam-Webster's Dictionary. All right, copyright 1988, Merriam-Webster's Inc. All right, Webster's ninth New Collegiate Dictionary. All right, principal copyright 1983. All right, so this book was published and printed in the 80s. All right, don't blame me. I'm just reading what's in the book. All right, Semitic. All right, it says I guess this G means Greek, so we're gonna say Semitish from Semit, Semite from Shem. Now it's saying it's given a number 1826. Number 1, of, relating to, or characteristics of the Semites. Excuse me. Number 1, of, relating to, or characteristics of the Semites. Specific. Number 2, Jewish. Number 2, of, relating to, or I can't read. Hold on. I can read, but hold on. I can't read that word. Of, relating to, or continuing. Hold on. Constituting of the subfamily of the Afro-Asiatic language family that includes Hebrews, Aramaic, Arabic, and Ethiopic. Okay? So, you're done. When you say Semitic, you're done. Arabic don't mean Arabic could mean that you black or white. Aramaic, I'm not too sure of. It could just mean maybe white. It could mean that, but I need to do more knowledge on that. I had to admit, but Ethiopic is black. We all know that, right? And we know black comes first after everything else, right? So here go the number 2 definition for Semitic. Semitic, 1875. Any or all the Semitic languages. Any or all of the Semitic languages. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Any or all? How many are there? How many are there? Are they innumerable? We're going to keep this video going because he's going to kill himself. He's going to choke himself with his own rope.
Very Mediterranean looking. You see, the Phoenicians were extraordinary seafaring people. They revolutionized naval capabilities to the extent that in the 5th century BC, Hanno the Navigator is even believed to have sailed all the way to Mount Cameroon. They expanded all throughout the Mediterranean and established numerous colonies, including Carthage, which was strategically positioned at the midpoint between the Levant and the mines in the Iberian Peninsula. Eventually, the small trading post used for resupply became the capital of a new growing empire, which would eventually clash with Greek ambitions in the Mediterranean.
You know what kills me? That when he says that somebody colonized the area, means that all the people that were originally there went away. When in truth is in the truth is that yeah, maybe some of the people went away, but not all of them. It's never all of them. Now we do have examples of Europeans massacring a large amount of people to where they're non-existent anymore. I'm not saying that that hasn't happened. What I'm saying is that he's talking in absolutes. Like, matter of fact, he's talking like a European. He's talking like a European. He's talking like matter of factly, like, yeah, we colonized this area and that's what it was. Like, there weren't no people there. He's acting like there weren't no black people there, and that's documented. The Moors will tell you that. The Moors will tell you that they were there. They'll tell you. But this ain't no argument. I don't do argument. I'm saying I'm just, rebutting, because whenever we bring our facts, there's no rebuttal. It's just, they said this person was a black guy. Can you believe that they said that? They said that Hannibal was black. What are we gonna do about this? You know what I'm saying? That's all they do. They can't rebut it. They can't refute it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all they do. All you gotta do, like, to me, it's funny. Like, this is a joke. I just laugh. I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video right now, but tomorrow I'm gonna party. Tomorrow I'm gonna go party. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna have a good time. You, homeboy, you gonna stay in the crib. Talk about Denzel Washington and Anton Fuqua making movies. The fuck? Oh shit, it's funny, yo. Let's go.
Both from a geographic and cultural perspective. Carthaginians were turned outwards towards the sea in order to trade with all the neighboring lands. For example, when the Carthaginians established their colonies in the Iberian Peninsula, they called it Hispania, which means the land of rabbits in Phoenician. Now, realistically, only a few thousand Phoenicians could have settled in Carthage.
We are finding that less than 20% of the genetic lineages that we find there could have come out of the Middle East. Most of them look like Aboriginal North African markers, for lack of a better term. They look like they've been there for much longer.
This 10 to 20% Phoenician stock would have been the basis for the Carthaginian aristocracy, but that leaves out a gene pool of 80%. According to mitochondrial, Y chromosome, and autosomal DNA studies on burial sites, Carthaginians are indeed the result of the mixture of Eastern Mediterranean settlers and ancient North African populations. According to this study, the Carthaginian gene pool was very diverse, as it extended from modern-day Berbers all the way to modern-day Sicilians, although with a significant cluster between modern-day Sardinians and Sicilians, which makes a lot of sense when we look at it from a geographical perspective. The easiest explanation is that Carthage grew to become this massive trading center that attracted thousands of merchants and workers from the North African heartland. Follow-up studies analyzed the impact of this Carthaginian gene pool in their colonies. Our data, while limited, suggests that the Eastern or North African influence in the Punic population of Ibiza was
Okay, like my guy. Look, we could do this all day. I really don't mind. I really don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. You know what I'm saying we could do this North African and sub-Saharan all day. You know what I'm saying? Like the continent is the continent. You know what I'm saying? All I know is I'm 100% human. I'm 100% human. And hue means color, which you don't have. What's your problem? What is your problem? North African. So at what point does it become South Africa? What point? Sub-Saharan? After the Sahara, that's when it becomes Black African? Are there any people in North Africa that has not only Berber but sub-Saharan DNA, right? We're talking about migrations here. Look, nobody wanted to be around your pasty ass. Like, really, nobody wanted to deal with you. That's why people got away from you. Because all you want is war. All you want is war. By nature, we are peaceful. By nature, we love everybody. But you, pale and pasty, been able to turn the whole world into monsters. You turned me into a monster. Absolutely, I'm a monster. When I walk the street and I'm walking the sidewalk and I see somebody like you, guess what happens? Y'all step down off the sidewalk to let me pass. Like it should be, because I'm a king. You fool. You hold doors open for me. You know why? Because in your heart of hearts, you know I'm a king. You fool. Nobody hates you. Everybody showed you love. But guess what? Time is coming to an end. All the lies are being manifested. Everybody can see what's going on. Everybody can see it. You can say whatever you want to say. Everything is self-evident. At some point, you don't have to say nothing. You could just see. Like I said. You got 9. Man, I apologize, guys. Like, I don't really, because I had to try to put things into some type of perspective, because when you see a narrative being played or portrayed, you can, from that point, you can make your moves. Like, all right, I know what's going on. This is what the narrative is, and I could keep it moving. The only thing is, and it don't even matter. It don't even matter. The only thing is that everything is being tracked and watched and all that stuff. So, you just gotta be careful about that. But, self-preservation is like one of the best things you could do. You know what I mean? And If you're able to do that, you'll be all right. But we're gonna let this video roll, all right? Because this guy he's on a roll. He's actually on a roll. So we're gonna keep it moving.
Primarily male dominated. And also don't forget that Carthage had tens of thousands of slaves.
Okay. Real quick. He said that it was male dominated, but if you go in that area, in the supposed North Africa, I'm doing quotations, right? There's no homogeneous Y chromosome. There's all types of different Y chromosomes over there. The only place where you can go where the Y chromosome is static is in West Africa. That's it. That is it. The people there are 99.9 the same people. The genetic difference is minuscule. They just speak different languages. And that makes sense. When family members break apart or whatever, they start doing their own thing. When family members are away for hundreds of years or whatever, they start doing their own thing. They start, making up their own culture. It makes sense. Doesn't mean that they're not the same people. Does not mean that. Look, even in our own families, there's family members we don't mess with like that. We love them, but we just don't rock with them like that because we know. You know what? This family member, he got this going on. I'm just leave him right there. I love him. I love him or her or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm just letting him do his thing. I'm let her do her thing. That's it. That's it. This family members that we don't know that are our family members. And if in their family they're doing their own thing that's different from us, doesn't mean that they're not our family. Anyway, that was just a long explanation just to say that, look, geography doesn't tell the whole story, okay? It's not telling the whole story, especially when a lot of the story has been erased or haven't even been told. And you sitting here trying to justify something's being taken away from this guy right here. He's upset that black people are telling the story. Oh, matter of fact, he's using the specific word, Afrocentrist. He's using the specific word, Afrocentrist are doing this. They're making white people black. Where the fuck you think you come from, dummy? Who do you think made you? Mr. Mayonnaise? And why you always got your mouth open with your pale face? Man, just play this damn video.
But mostly from Europe, because European tribes kept fighting each other and sold their captives to the rich merchants of the Mediterranean. But if we want to know more about Hannibal, we have to focus on the ruling class of Carthage. Although the basis of this aristocracy was of Phoenician origin, there were too few to really control the land, and quickly had to forge strong and durable alliances with the people of North Africa. For example, one of Hannibal's sisters was married off to a Numidian king, a Berber from modern-day Algeria. So everything points towards Hannibal having part Phoenician and part Berber North African genetics. So we spoke about the history of the Barca name.
Once you say Berber, once you say the word Berber, that's black. That's already black in there. I got Berber in my DNA. Matter of fact, they got my DNA in them. Shout out Jed Match. Nigga, you not even that, but you just talking. You just talking. Trying to exclude a people, which I've been doing for hundreds of years. Bravo. We gonna clap up to that, right? We gonna clap to that. You've been hiding the truth for many, many centuries. But guess what? The truth is coming out. Truth is coming out.
But truthfully, this is all we know about the Barca family tree. Here's Hannibal, his brothers, and his father Hamilcar, who also proved to be an extremely talented military commander. He fought in the First Punic Wars, the mercenary uprising of Carthage, and conquered half of the Iberian Peninsula, but I digress. Apart from that, we don't know anything about the Barca family. In this book about Hannibal by Tony Bath, he claims the Barca family, which originally came from Cyrene.
Y'all already see what y'all looking at, right? Y'all see what we looking at right here? Y'all see what we're looking at right here, right? That place with the boot, right? Right? That's why they call some of those people, even though they call themselves one thing, but they, other people know that they mixed, right? It's no secret. It's no secret. It's no secret. After a while of mixing with people, you could mix out the blackness. It doesn't mean that it's not there. Well, let's see. I guess after probably about the third generation, it's probably not there no more. You know what I mean? But whatever. You know, don't mean that it doesn't mean that the people weren't in this area. Don't mean that. Actually, in all actuality, there's documentation that to say that our people were there. They were there. They were there. I'll let Dr. Henry Clark tell it better than I can, but they were there. But let's go.
Cyrene was a powerful one, but not at the time among the first families of Carthage. Everything points towards the Barca family not being part of this Phoenician stock. Tony Bath doesn't show his sources, so we have to take what he says with a pinch of salt. But still, let's take a look at it. Cyrene, that's deep inside the east.
Okay, Tony, whoever is your source, and he ain't got no sources. Okay, whatever. You know, that's your source. Okay, we're gonna use our sources, motherfucker.
Eastern side of modern-day Libya. As a matter of fact, I found that 100 kilometers west of it, there was an ancient Greek colony called.
You want to know something funny? I have a good friend. He's Haitian, but he says his family left Libya to go to Haiti, and I believe him. I believe him. If you look at him, he doesn't look like the typical Haitian or whatever. But when I seen his parents, his parents are black as hell. I'm like, yo, I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? How did you get this look? You know, like, but your parents are black. You know what I mean? It's just funny. They're old, so I guess, you know, they may have looked a little bit different when they were younger. But now they're old. They definitely, that blackness is popping out. But yeah. our people were in Libya also. Our people are still in Libya to this day. That's been decimated. But anyway, let's go.
Barca. Greek historian and geographer Herodotus places the foundation of the city around 560 BC. As a matter of fact, Cyrene welcomed multiple waves of Greek settlers. The region was also known for raising horses and had close commercial ties with Carthage. From the little clues we have, it's possible that the Barcas were Greek settlers in Libya when eventually they moved towards Carthage. Most likely the Carthaginian colonies in western Libya, where they probably mixed with local Berbers. And before the Afrocentrists come back, here's an Egyptian.
I'm just gonna say real quick. He's showing this pic right here. Right? This Ham, Shem, and Japheth, basically, right? Ham is the dark skinned guy. Shem is the brown guy. And Japheth is in the middle. And then you got these 4 people in the background looking like Japheth, right? And it's really not a problem. Like, it's really not. You know what I'm saying? Like, the point is that these 5 white looking people that's in this picture could never make a person that looks like Ham or Shem. Now he has an arrow under Shem right here. This is Shem. This is Ham. This is Japheth. All right, I'm just simplifying things real quick, right? But from you could get 1, 2, all these colors from this. You can get all these colors from this. You will never get this color from this. I'm gonna say it again, you would never get this color from this. Not in a million years. The opposite can happen. The opposite has happened. But it's okay. I'm gonna teach you. We're gonna give you these lessons, son. Tell me why you're mad.
Depiction of their
It's not a myth.
neighbors from right to left: Egyptian,
Hey,
Assyrian,
B.
Nubian, and the last 4 are Libyans, with shining pale skin, with light brown curly hair, looking very
Shining pale skin. How does pale skin shine? That's an oxymoronic statement, my guy. Pale skin does not shine. Ever. It doesn't shine. It's just pale. It's pale as hell. Pale skin burns. You trying to big yourself up? Get the fuck out of here.
different
You talking
from the
nonsense,
Nubians.
yo.
So the hypothesis is that Hannibal's family was not part of the original founders of Carthage, and they only appear in documents during the turmoil of the First Punic War against Rome. Perhaps Hamilcar was a small noble, perhaps a commander of a Libyan contingent, which rose to prominence during these chaotic times. The vicious way the Carthaginian elite looked down upon Hannibal and his father could demonstrate that they were indeed seen as outsiders and competitors. Perhaps the Barcas rose to prominence through a marriage with a member
The only reason why people are looked at as outsiders is because they are phenotypically different. That's the only reason why. The more things change, the more they stay the same. And the deeper y'all dig, the blacker history is going to get. Y'all keep on digging. It's just going to get more blacker. But y'all mad, though. You big mad. Oh, shit, yo. This is funny to me, man. This is hilarious. This is funny. Like, you don't have nothing better to do but to talk about Denzel Washington and Anton Fuqua putting out a movie on Netflix. It's not even in big movie theaters. Like, it's on Netflix. You that worried. Man, you need to crush these people, like, for real.
Of the Carthaginian aristocracy, and this could have angered many people. On a side note, we know that Hannibal married an Iberian princess, probably to consolidate his holdings in Hispania. Hannibal's Iberian mercenaries were considered to be his most loyal and experienced warriors. But saying Iberian is a simplification. The main contingents of his Iberian infantry and cavalry were from Celtiberian and Lusitanian tribes. We can guess this because during Hannibal's speech across the Alps, he addressed his Iberian troops and said, "Long enough in pursuing cattle among the desert mountains of Lusitania and Celtiberia." Although these lands were not officially conquered by the Carthaginians, these were probably vassal states who sent soldiers as tribute to Carthage, and probably Hannibal's wife was part of either the Celtiberians or the Lusitanians. We only know that the Phoenicians called her Imilke. Apparently she was from the capital of the Oretani tribe named Castulo, near modern-day Linares. The Oretanis were Celtiberians that at first were at war with Carthage, but that eventually had been defeated in battle. So this marriage could have been the root of their subsequent alliance with Carthage. On a side note, number 2, I highly suggest you to study Hannibal's Blitzkrieg campaign against the Vacae tribe in 220 BC. It was like a practice run for everything that would follow. Hannibal took his troops across dangerous mountain passes to surprise the enemy, perhaps at a time of the year that was unexpected, where he had to use force and diplomacy to deal with treacherous mountain tribes, and where he showed excellent tactical skills while repelling an ambush while crossing the Tagus River. And that almost unknown battle is his first official military victory. In the end, Hannibal was not black, although the mainstream media might disagree.
He's black. Go on.
Remember the good old days of the BBC before this entire woke.
Now, I'm gonna say something, right? And I got a story that I want to put out on Reacts this Sunday, right? It's more along the lines of the world is correct. Shout out to Black Light Revelation, but yeah. We absolutely do not have friends. And unfortunately, the people on the continent, they're waking up. So FBA, please don't you know what I mean, please don't like shut us out per se. You know what I'm saying? Because on the continent, they've done a real good job. All right? Just put it that way. But they're waking up slowly. All right? It's going to take them a minute. You know what I'm saying? Whatever work the people on the continent need, we got to give it to them. If they need to be chastised and disciplined, by all means, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm for that, and I'm not even FBA. So, just to put things into perspective. But I'm sitting here watching this video that my brother Blacklight sent to me, and I haven't actually refuted this video the way I wanted to, because there's a lot of things that need to be said, and I'm not sure that I've gotten what I wanted to say specifically to refute a lot of his points, right? But he's just going all over the place that it's kind of hard to like pinpoint him down. Like he's just talking. He's not just picking one point and just saying and then dismantling that one point. He's just going from one point to the next point. You know what I mean? He's just saying stuff, and that's like one of the first signs to let you know that somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. Black people, we don't have the luxury to lie. We don't. Shit, don't nobody believe us anyway. So what's the point? What is his angle? Why is he so worked up about Denzel Washington and Antoine Fuqua? And why is he so pale? Can somebody answer that in the comment section? Why is he so pale? Like he's hitchhiking right now, trying to get a ride, and his mouth is always open. Like, come on, man. Don't nobody believe you.
Rewriting of history. In 2006, they created this beautiful docudrama called Hannibal, Rome's Worst Nightmare, with Alexander Siddig as Hannibal. I loved that show, and this depiction of Hannibal actually fits into the story very well with the little information we have available. But the story of blackwashing history doesn't stop here, because eventually the British Broadcasting Corporation took BBC a bit too literally and are now the main culprits of this cultural colonization. In 2014, they published.
I don't see what the problem is. That guy look good. I mean, what's the problem with what this guy look like? Let's do it again.
Rome's Worst Nightmare,
This guy
with
look like
Alexander
a punk.
Siddig as Hannibal. I
look
love
weak as
that
hell,
show,
like-
and this depiction of Hannibal actually fits
Nobody wanna
into
see
the
that
story very
motherfucker.
well with the little information we have available. But the story of blackwashing history
Blackwashing?
doesn't stop here,
What?
because eventually the British Broadcasting Corporation
BBC?
took BBC a bit too
Black,
literally
big black
and are
what?
now the main.
Oh, snap! Pause. What's wrong with this guy? Look, I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't. Achilles? What's wrong with this? Why couldn't he look like this? I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't. And why your mouth is always open? Why is your mouth always open? Like, and you pale as hell. Like, yo, I don't know, man. I'm about to put some little C's on. Shout out to the chicken heads.
Culprits of this cultural colonization. In 2014, they published this cartoon series portraying Roman soldiers as black. Actually, even the Celts are depicted as part of a multi.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing. So, we already know that living somewhere doesn't mean that you're gonna be ethnically tied to the people that's in the area, right? So just because Europeans came into North Africa doesn't mean that black people weren't there. And just because there are Europeans in the Grecian lands or European lands doesn't mean black people weren't there either. That's the thing. That's the thing. They were the Bible even records that there were black people in Greece. So what's your problem? What is your problem? Why are you mad? Like, why are you upset with anything that has something to do with black? You would think in this multicultural society that we live in that we're coming to get to know, and black people, trust me, black people definitely got to know multiculturalism. We think that you should embrace it also. We had our whole lives to embrace it. And why is your mouth always open? And why are you so pale? Pale as hell, like just pale pasty. No mayonnaise, just lettuce and white bread.
Ethnic society. And then they doubled down as part of Black British history. They released Been There from the start. Press X for doubt. Once again with the black Roman soldier. And the comments are turned off. That's always a very good sign. Actually, in the song, they start by...
So he's about to shoot himself in the foot real quick. But he look, at the end of the day, right? Being black doesn't designate a physical. Well, let me put it this way. You can be black and live anywhere. There is a historical homeland for black people, but it doesn't mean that they stayed there. Doesn't mean that, right? And what Europeans have to understand is that no matter how many books that they've been able to burn, the evidence is bearing out that the original people are a black-looking type of people. That's it. That's it. Now he's about to go into Cheddar Man or whatever, and we're gonna destroy Cheddar Man. We just gonna destroy it. They're gonna say this is the truth about it. Cheddar Man was the first British person, right? Now, for whoever's listening to this video, right? Listening to my video, right? Just off the back, can we actually say that there are people on this earth that looks like Cheddar Man? Right? The first British person ever. Cheddar Man. This is the first British person ever. Right? Can we say that there are people on this earth today that resemble this person? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, is he the original man? No. He's not the original man. Is he part of the original man? Yes, he's a part of the original man. What we have to do is go to the places where they haven't killed off all the damn indigenous people. We have to go there. Let's pick a place. I don't know. Let's say Australia. Are there people in Australia that resemble this person right here? Yes or no? Are there people in India? Now we don't even have to stay in Australia. Are there people in India? Now you see how they made the hair. Look, are there people in India that resemble this guy right here? Yes or no? I don't have to say much, man. I really don't. This is just like child's play. Like, we don't have to even go here, but whatever.
By
We
claiming that
almost
the
done.
first inhabitants of Britain were black. Why are they so obsessed with race? And it still seems to be a trending topic because as late
I'm
as
not
the
obsessed with
18th of
race. You're
September
obsessed with
2023,
race.
the
You're the only people obsessed with race. You so obsessed with race that you mad that they doing a video about whatever this general name is, whatever, from Africa. You upset about you talking about why people obsessed with race. You asking why people obsessed with race. You forgive me, y'all. Like, this stuff is just like, is Hannibal African or is he European? Like, which one is it? And which one you got a problem with? I know you got a problem with, but I gotta put that I gotta put that question in the air, like rhetorical. Which one you got a problem with? Which one? Seems to me that you mad that he's not white. You're mad about him not being white. That's your argument, right? Blackwash? Everybody blackwashing, right? Okay. No problem, my guy. I intend to do this.
Telegraph wrote Stonehenge was built by Black Britons, children's history book claims. And in the book, they say Britain was a black country for more than 7,000 years before white people came. And during that time, the most famous British monument was built, Stonehenge. What is
I don't see the problem with that. It seems pretty feasible being that the first humans were black. First humans was black. There's no way to get around that. Man, it's like you can't. Like you actually really can't. Unless you want to explain where you come from, there's no way to say that we weren't here first. There's no way to say that we can't make a person that looks like you. Dumb fuck. A doy.
this? This is insane. Mind you, all this is targeted at children. Something has to be done.
Right to jail, right away. No trial, no nothing.
It all started with the discovery of one prehistoric skeleton from 10,000 years ago with partial SNPs. And because of that one sample, experts at the University College of London then used the DNA information to create a facial reconstruction of Cheddar Man, rendering his dark complexion deep.
Which experts are you talking about? Are they white experts or are they black experts? Because 9 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, our experts don't get even. They don't get acknowledged. Like they don't. But I said this on Reacts before. You know what I mean? In order to write their books, they have to put real people in it. That's their downfall. And since they got to put real people inside of their books, you have to check and cross-reference it. And like I said before, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Everybody on the earth is still the same people, and they're going to tell you exactly where they come from. That's it. That's it. Shout out to Ron Dalton. He did a history of the global people in his book. I'll go check it out. I ain't gonna say it because then I'll be labeled something. That's the picture right there. That motherfucker black as hell. They gave him blue eyes, but we don't know if his eyes were blue. But that can happen. There are black people that have blue eyes. Now, why they made his hair like that, I don't know. Now, could his hair have been straight? Absolutely. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, why they trying to make him look like a female type thing? I don't know why they're doing that. Look, you could look at the hairline. Where my FBA brothers at? You can look at his hairline. You know what I'm saying? You just know. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like his hairline. Like why is his hairline so far back? They wasn't lining him up back. They wasn't giving him a good lineup back there. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go keep it going. That's Cheddar Man right there. That's how black he was. Now he's gonna at some point he's gonna get in this video. He's gonna say the people in the area were black. He's gonna say they were dark skinned, but they weren't black. That's what he's gonna say. At that point, I just can't really take him serious.
Brown hair and light eyes in lifelike detail. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Red flag number 1 is that blue eyes and very dark skin are traits that are extremely rare when combined. Why wouldn't it be the same thing 10,000 years ago? And the most absurd is that all these claims completely ignore that.
It's not that rare, but okay. I mean, when he says when combined, yes, because blue eyes is a recessive trait. But black people don't only have blue eyes; they will have some real dark skinned people will have hazel eyes. Some real dark skinned people will have gray eyes. You know what I'm saying? So those, like all of those, including the blue, yeah, that's relatively unexpected, but it happens. It definitely happens, and it just goes to show you where we were. It just goes to show you where we were. That's it. Genetics. Genetics, for the most part, depending on what you get from your mother or your father or whatever, certain genes might be turned on from your mother and certain genes might be turned on from your father. Certain, like, you know, I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. So like as far as the eye color. Somebody in your family, one of your family members may have had the eye color blue or whatever, right? And that might have been a trait on your mother's side, right? If you know, it just so happens. Let's say it just so happens that you have the eye color blue. That's where you get it from. You know what I'm saying? Uh, somebody down the line in your family had the eye color gray. You get it from your father's side. That's all that means. You know that it was that genome was turned on. You get it from your father's side. That's it. That's all that means. It just means that, for instance, mothers and parents have children, right? They have let's say a mother and father have five children. All those 5 children are gonna be different, regardless. You might have 4 boys and 1 girl. You might have 4 girls and 1 boy or whatever. You know what I mean? You might have, you know, 3 boys, 2 girls. You might have 3 girls, 2 boys, or whatever. However, however everything breaks down, is according to genes. You know what I mean? Your genomes. You know, it's not a hard thing to understand. It's really not. Now, black people, as far as black people having blue eyes, if 2 black people have if 2 dominant people have a child that has blue eyes, it just means that one of the parents, one of the gene, the recessive genes was turned on, and the child got it. That's all that means. In other words, how are 2 black people able to produce a white child? You know what I'm saying? So it's like the argument is void. But we're gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let him talk.
Neanderthals were present in Britain for hundreds of thousands.
Y'all remember he just said Neanderthals. Y'all remember when they used to diss the Neanderthal. They used to call the Neanderthal a beast, a monkey, all types of other stuff, yo. Then they realized that they related to them. Yo, they realized like that's their forefather. Now that motherfucker's the smartest person in the world and all this shit. Yo, you know, like, come on.
Thousands of years before that. They are the first Britons. And we know for a fact how they looked like. They were not necessarily tall, but they were muscular to protect their body from the cold. They had pale skin and developed the genes for red hair and light eyes. Why would the Neanderthals develop pale skin but not the Homo sapiens that came right after? We also know that subsequent migrations of Homo sapiens mixed with Neanderthals, and of course the genes would have been passed down. The real scam is that the artist that created the mannequin for Cheddar Man either poorly understood genetics and the findings of the study, or that they had some sort of political agenda. The study clearly said light eyes. They didn't say blue. We're talking about light brown, maybe green. These people living in Europe were called Western hunter-gatherers. And a lot of research has already been done about them. A more accurate depiction would have been this one, which looks like someone from the Middle East. Or
this guy, he's just talking shit. All right, I've given him a lot of time, and you know, I'm done. I'm really done with this guy. You talk about people coming from the Middle East. We use use that term Middle East like it's a real term and shit. Motherfucker. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to. I'm gonna put some other videos to this. Y'all might not think that it's connected, but they are. So, we're gonna keep it moving. Okay. All right. Get out the way. I repeat, get out the way. A.B. Promotions. B. We're going to do it because we intend to do it. Okay? We riding out again. It's not a myth, part 4. Don't get it twisted. Tell me why you mad, son. We about to go back into it. So, the whole blackwashing conspiracy is just that. Nothing has been blackwashed. Nothing has been blackwashed. It's just your insecurity. That's it. Now, we gonna ride out because we unbothered. We are unbothered. Okay. Just so you know. You're not that important. You're not important at all. We don't regard you. We don't. We don't. We're going to let Brother Todd break it down. About what's really going on and who the people are. We don't have to convince nobody. We don't have to convince nobody. We just it. That's all. We just it. In the comment section, you let me know which voice you like better. Yeah. We about to get it though. Okay. We about to ride out. Let's go. Hey. B. We riding out. I'm dancing. Yeah. That's right. Let's go. Nothing has been blackwashed. I can't help that you insecure. You know the name of the game. Joe chose me. Yeah. Okay. Boy. We gonna keep it moving. Just to let y'all know.
Nas, love a chicken head.
It's no myth.
Love a chicken head.
Part 4.
See, got a sexy chicken head.
Okay.
Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head.
Why you mad, son?
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head.
Word to mother. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head.
Hey.
Rock, love a chicken
Beep.
head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
That's right.
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken
You
head.
riding out.
D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
Okay.
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
Your
Big
time
Nas, love a
is
chicken
up.
head. Blake C, love a chicken
And
head.
we choose this feeling.
D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
Yeah.
Big Nas, love a chicken head.
Oh,
Blake C,
shit.
love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got
You
a
gotta
sexy
laugh.
chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head.
Boy.
Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head.
I tend to
C, got a
do
sexy
it.
chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken
You
head.
riding out.
D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
As usual.
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
Okay.
Big Nas, love a chicken head.
Hey.
Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
That's right.
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head. Big Nas, love a
We
chicken
gonna
head.
keep it rocking.
Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head.
In this
C,
series,
got a sexy chicken head.
we gonna
Big
connect
Nas,
the
love a
dots.
chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head.
Okay.
D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head.
Y'all know me.
D-Rock, love a chicken head.
I keep
got a
it
sexy
moving.
chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head.
That's right.
C, got a sexy chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken
Bringing it
head.
back.
C, got a sexy chicken head.
Back, Goose.
Big Nas, love a chicken head.
Hey, Black Light. I caught that earlier.
D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
You got your back Goose on.
Blake C, love a chicken head.
You know why?
Love a chicken head.
Cause it's cold outside.
Big Nas, love a chicken head.
Yeah.
Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head.
That's right.
C, got a sexy chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken
We
head.
can do this all day.
D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy
And we'll
chicken head.
fact check it.
Big
We'll
Nas,
check
love a
it
chicken head.
just to
Blake
see.
C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head.
But we are unbothered.
Big Nas, love a chicken head.
You hear?
Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head.
We are
unbothered.
unbothered.
Big Nas, love a chicken head.
Okay.
Love a chicken head.
Boy.
Love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head.
That's right.
Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head.
You riding out again.
Got a sexy chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken
Value
head.
change.
C, got a sexy chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
Man, I tell you.
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head. D-Rock,
Had to
love a
watch
chicken head.
Talk
C,
to
got a
Health
sexy
Heston.
chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a
Play
chicken head.
Moses.
D-Rock, love a chicken head. C, got a sexy chicken head.
All these other European heroes that we had to watch.
D-Rock, love a chicken head.
We ain't had no problem with it.
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C,
Y'all
love
talk
a
about
chicken
something
head.
called blackwashing.
She got a sexy chicken head.
Blackwashing.
Big Nas, love a chicken head. Blake C, love a chicken head.
Y'all done burned all the books
Love a chicken head. What? Steve
and
got a
started
chicken head.
civilization where you are at.
Love a chicken head. What? D-Rock, love a chicken head.
You gonna have to work that out.
Chicken head. Big Nas, love a chicken head.
You gonna have to flesh that out.
D-Rock, love a chicken head.
Okay.
Got a sexy chicken head.
I intend to do.
Lacey, love a chicken head.
Hey.
D-Rock, love a chicken head. Steve got a sexy chicken head.
That's right.
Nas, love a chicken head. Lacey, love a chicken head. D-Rock, love a drop, 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 love a drop.
You gonna listen to Brother Ty real quick. He finishing up. Shout out to Content Over Everything. They did this video some years ago. All right? Let's go.
You always say that, you know that.
Will you give me a chance or
Watch
not?
your videos, watch your own videos.
Will you? I do all the time. Will you give me a chance or not?
I'll be quiet.
Okay.
Go.
Will you just give me a chance?
Okay, go ahead.
Promise, please.
Wait, let him.
Number one, the Bible belongs to a nation called Israel.
Yes.
It's a national book. Okay? It's our constitution. It's none of nobody else's business.
Yes.
Now listen, like the Constitution of America or England or Europe has nothing to do with the Chinese. Now the Chinese come into England and say they don't like English law. They can bugger off where they're coming from, right? That's what they tell people who don't like the law. You can bugger off there.
Yes.
So now when Islam comes to this book, they need us to establish their religion.
Now, real quick. I'm not a person that does religion. Okay? So, if your religion is in here, don't feel no type of way. Just listen to the information. Okay? Flesh it out. Like I said, what we was riding out. You know, just check. Don't get emotional about anything. Just start checking things. And come up with your own conclusions. Your own God-given, I'm using the word God in quotations, conclusions. Okay? That's what we're doing here. Just so we can get to truth. All right? Hey. B. They talk about blackwashing stuff. Or blackwashing history. If it ain't black, you ain't getting nothing. The deeper you dig, the blacker history is going to get. I mean, it's just facts. It's just facts. Did I lie? Did I lie? Let's go. Brother Ty, do your thing, bro.
And listen, you know I'm speaking now. Yes? Now, there's so many places to go. I'm just out of breath how to start because you're all children. Now listen to this, yeah? Islam and Christianity, they are two weapons that were fashioned to come against the children of Israel. They're actual military regiments. That's what they were created for. The only difference is they don't have to pay the army. The army work for free in Islam and Christianity. That's why you're here right now, always coming against this thing. Now listen, hold on. If I'm not important, and you say you've watched all my videos, I'm not important. Why you keep coming back?
No, don't go there. Don't
No,
go there.
no, hold on. Now, no, it's a no.
Now, real quick. My brother over here, brother Ty, and then got brother Somali here. He's going for his religion. I ain't got no problem with that. You know, people got to contend for the faith, right? But my brother Ty right here, he's a Yoruba. He's Yoruba. He's Nigerian. He's Nigerian. And if you see the color of his eyes, it will tell you something. It will tell you something. His eyes are not brown. His eyes are naturally hazel. His eyes are naturally hazel. How is anybody going to have a problem with that? How is anybody going to say, oh, well, that's red? When black produces every other color, every other one, including the pale one, including the pale one. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out, just for old boy in the last video talking about black man with blue eyes and shit. Motherfucker, you don't even know what you talk about. You just concerned about your white fragility. I'm sorry. I should be laughing. This is a serious thing. This is a serious thing. It is. The fact that you can sit back and talk as if you're the center of humanity. You holding on for dear life from all the lies that you have told. But we don't believe that bullshit. We don't believe that bullshit. We don't believe you need more people. You need more. You need more. You need more. Oh. Me saying more sounds like war. More just means black. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm mistaken, please correct me. You just need more. Okay. But I intend to do this. I intend to. Let's go.
You don't need to answer.
Don't go there.
Hold on.
You don't like it.
Hold on. You know what kind of question that is. You're African, right?
Yes.
Some questions are not supposed to be answered right there. They're rhetorical.
No, can we go to the Constitution?
Brother lawyer, just hold on.
Believe you are important or not.
Just hold on, let me speak.
Okay.
Don't forget when you monologuing, I kept quiet, right? I don't mind monologue, but let's hear each other out. Let's hear each other out. Now the thing is, this book belongs to Israel. It's not an Islamic book, okay? Now when you come against us, like you've been coming against us since the 1st century AD. Now there's people up in Palestine, 2 white pseudo-Turkish Arab nations, yeah, mingling together, fighting over black people's history and black people's land. And then you think you can still take all the rest of our business away. This is our heritage. It's not a religion in this book. It's our history. It's not a religion. It's history inside here. You can't show me religion. You understand? So when you're talking about Islam, you can't quote any other prophet if he's not in here. You don't have any.
No, we have.
Now listen.
No, we have.
We're gonna try it.
No, we have.
We're gonna do it. Just shut up. We're gonna do it. Don't worry. Your words don't mean nothing to me.
No,
when we do it, brother, we've heard it before. Don't forget, me and you been in a video before. Stop it. You're gonna have, and you still got nothing in your hands. Nothing. Now listen to this.
I got everything in my head.
You cannot destroy our nation. You can destroy our books. You can destroy our universities, our culture. But I know we're waiting for the final solution. The final solution is being fought by way of religion. Muslims coming against black people. Christians coming against black people. What? Now listen to this.
I'm black, I'm Muslim.
I know you're black and you're Muslim. There's black and Christians too. Tell me, sister. Tell me, sister. Sister, I don't want to argue. Just tell me. Like I would tell you. What nation are you from?
Doesn't matter.
That's the problem.
Doesn't matter.
Their nation doesn't matter. But when you want to make a pudding, unless you've made few before,
Make sure Sarah sees this in her report.
unless you
I apologize. I was trying to pause real quick. Okay. I was trying to pause real quick.
So we're speaking, yeah, in the paradigm that Islam is the truth.
We're going back, right? So I apologize. It's right here. We're going to start from there.
It's our constitution. It's none of nobody else's business. Now listen, like the Constitution of America or England.
I wanted to pause real quick where I made that mistake, right? He asked the sister right there, and you could visibly see she's Negro. She's mixed, but she's Negro mostly. Brother Ty asked her, well, what nation do you come from? Right? She disregards her own nation to say that her religion comes first. And it's expected. She actually is, I don't know who her father is, but she's definitely disrespectful him. Whoever her father is, his nation don't matter. Like, his nation doesn't matter. I'm part of this religion, which is proving Ty's point. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep it rocking. I'm gonna shout. I don't know. This brother right here. I think his name is Abu Taha. Shout out to Content Over Everything. You know what I mean? Because this video was really good. Especially with his editing and stuff like that. So, shout out to him. But we're going to keep it rocking, right? Hey. Let's go.
England or Europe has nothing to do with the Chinese. Now, the Chinese come into England and say they don't like English law. They can bugger off where they're coming from, right? That's what they tell people who don't like the law. You can bugger off there.
Yes.
So, now, when Islam comes to this book, they need us to establish their religion. And listen, you know I'm speaking now. Yes? Now, there's so many places to go. I'm just out of breath how to start because you're all children. Now listen to this, yeah? Islam and Christianity, they are two weapons that were fashioned to come against the children of Israel. They're actual military regiments. That's what they were created for. The only difference is they don't have to pay the army. The army work for free in Islam and Christianity. That's why you're here right now, always coming against this thing. Now listen, hold on. If I'm not important, and you say you've watched all my videos, I'm not important. Why you keep coming back?
No, don't go there. Don't
No,
go there.
no, hold on.
Answer.
Now, no, it's a no. You don't need to answer.
Don't go there.
Hold.
Now, real quick, we're gonna keep it going. That's a good point that Brother Ty brought up. He was there in the park doing his thing, talking to his people, and the claims that he made, right, made it so that other people from different religions came down to the park to contest him. Now, what I have realized is that what he has been saying, hasn't been refuted. Not one iota. Nope. Not at all. So it goes to show you when we're trying to talk to our people, and even our own people, y'all won't leave us alone. If you secure in your thing, what you got to do with what we talking about? What do you have to do? What we're talking about? Brother Ty just said, I'm dealing with y'all, but y'all children. And he's correct. Right here, everybody's smiling. Because Brother Ty's a good entertainer. For sure. But at the end of the day, nobody was trying to come and refute him. They was either trying to come fight him or argue. Most of the time it was argue. But a lot, well, sometimes they was trying to fight him. That's what religion do. I don't do religion. I don't do religion at all. Either you're something or you're not. That's it. Either you are who you are or you're not. That's it. Anyway, let me not stop Brother Ty. We're going to let him rock out. Because this video almost finished anyway. I didn't start from the beginning. I started from where I need to get the point. Let's go. Hey.
Hold on. You know what kind of question that is. You're African, right?
Yes.
Some questions are not supposed to be answered right there. They're rhetorical.
No, can we go to the constitution?
Brother lawyer, just hold on.
Believe you are important
Monologue,
or not.
that's a monologue.
Just hold on, let me speak.
Okay.
Don't forget when you're monologuing, I kept quiet, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't mind monologue, but let's hear each other out.
Okay.
Let's hear each other out. Now, the thing is, this book belongs to Israel. It's not an Islamic book, okay? Now, when you come against us, like you've been coming against us since the 1st century AD. Now, there's people up in Palestine, 2 white, pseudo-Turkish Arab nations, yeah, mingling together, fighting over black people's history and black people's land. And then you think you can still take all the rest of our business away. This is our heritage. It's not a religion in this book. It's our history. It's not a religion. It's history inside here.
Did y'all get that point? That's why I always say that. Leave religion out of it. It's actually not religion. It's not. It's been turned into a religion. And the people in West Africa, They don't practice religion. They are the religion. They are it. That's why they don't go around saying, yeah, we the chosen people. They don't have to do that. They just do what they were told. There's only one people that are walking around saying that, yeah, we are the chosen people. And it's impossible. I mean, it's laughable. Laughable. Like, come on now. Come on. Anyway, you know, we gonna keep it right. Hold on. Absolutely. We intend to do this, so we're gonna continue.
You can't show me religion. You understand? So when you're talking about Islam, you can't quote any other prophet if he's not in here. You don't have any.
No, we have.
Now listen.
No, we have.
We're gonna try it.
No, we have.
We're gonna do it. Just shut up. We're gonna do it. Don't worry. Your words don't mean nothing to me.
No,
when we do it, brother, we've heard it before. Don't forget, me and you been in a video before. Stop it. You're gonna have, and you still got nothing in your hands. Nothing. Now listen to this. You cannot destroy.
Brother Ty comes prepared. Brother Ty comes prepared. He comes down to that park with all the books. Okay? All the historical facts. Just so he can teach. So when he points to that brother on the side and tells him that they've been in the video already, and he still doesn't have anything in his hands, that's saying something. Hey, we all been indoctrinated by our upbringing. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But at a certain point, we have to check. Right? That's it. If you're not checking, it's no point. Right? If you ain't checked in, or you ain't checked into what you've been taught, there's a problem. Anyway, I'm shutting up all the time. I'm shutting up right now. We're gonna rock out.
Our nation. You can destroy our books. You can destroy our universities, our culture. But I know we're waiting for the final solution. The final solution is being fought by way of religion. Muslims coming against black people. Christians coming against black people.
What?
Now listen to this.
I'm black, I'm Muslim.
I know you're black and you're Muslim. There's black and Christians too. Tell me, sister. Tell me, sister. Sister, I don't want to argue. Just tell me. Like I would tell you. What nation are you from?
Doesn't matter.
That's the problem. Their nation doesn't matter. But the nation of the Arabs, where they go and bow down to kiss the stone, that nation matters. That nation matters.
What you're doing.
Now listen to this. Now listen to this.
Can I interject? What you're doing here, you're
You see, brother Somali, Abu Taha had to interject. Because the sisters, he asked the sister a simple question. Muslims don't tell you where you come from. Muslims don't tell you where you come from. Right? Like, Brother Ty asked a specific question. What nation are you from? And I already explained. She's like, yeah, it don't matter. My nation, where my nation is, it doesn't matter. And Ty came back with a point. Well, some people, their nation matters. And they're doing some other things. But that's neither here nor there. We talking about religion right here. But we're going to keep it moving.
misconstruing Islam.
No, no,
You're
no.
saying that to
No,
bow
no,
down and
please,
kiss the stone.
please leave
That's
this.
not-
Are you talking
No,
by
no.
two or two?
No, no.
Let's
Don't forget the
concentrate on
sister said something.
No, no. Let's
Don't
concentrate
forget
on
the
the
sister.
Constitution.
Our nation
Yeah,
is Islam.
but you
Our
gotta
co-
let me speak.
Okay, wait,
You gotta let me speak.
I'll answer.
Are you cutting me off?
Our nation is Islam.
Your nation is Islam.
Our constitution.
Now hold on.
Constitution is Islam.
I'm not
It's the Quran
arguing.
as well.
I'm not arguing.
Go ahead.
I'm not arguing.
Go ahead.
Now we're gonna cut me short to continue with you. Your nation is what?
Islam.
And your constitution is what?
The Quran.
It's the Quran.
Yes.
Now, why is your nation a nation? Tell me why it's a nation.
Why is my nation a nation?
Yeah.
It's not a nation.
Hold on, brother. I don't want two talk.
I'll
One
explain.
talk.
Because in Islam we believe, okay, legislation, the right to make laws, issue laws is for God only. Sovereignty.
So God has a nation.
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh, brother, I'm just
You're
trying to
cut-
get
okay,
there quick
but,
with
But
you.
you can't cut me. I'll be cut you as well.
I gotta get back in here. Brother Todd's narrowing things down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because Brother Somali is saying he doesn't have a nation now. He's saying that he doesn't belong to a nation. When in fact he does. He absolutely does belong to a nation. And that's sad. That's what religion do to people. Make them forget who they belong to. Look at old girl in the background. She looking at him like, yeah, save me, daddy. Save me. I should have just shut the hell up. No disrespect. No disrespect. But she couldn't even answer what nation she belongs to. I could look at her and tell she belongs to a nation. She definitely belongs to a particular nation. But she said her nation don't matter. Them other people, them pale people, they nation matters. They ain't gonna say otherwise. Let's see what Brother Abu Tahir got to say.
So I'm answering. No, it's not the nation of Islam. We don't agree with them.
You don't agree with them?
No, we
but
don't.
they got a nation of Islam already.
Listen,
Okay, go
we're
ahead,
not
do
talking
it.
about- when we
Brother,
say-
don't preach, just teach.
Yeah, but
You
listen.
know the difference,
Okay,
yeah?
listen.
So we get the
But you're
point.
listening.
I'm listening.
Okay, you continuously interrupting my
No,
monologue.
it's them who did it. I'm helping you out.
Fine.
Go on,
Okay,
move on,
we're
move
talking about
on.
the nation of Islam here. When we say Islam is a nation, it's a nation within itself because we have our own constitution, we have our own politics, we have our own economic system, right? So, and we also have our own theories of like how you conduct warfare and all that, and it's much better. The human rights of Islam is much better than any human rights laws that the UN came up with. The rights for women, all of this is in Islam, is ingrained in Islam. And Islam, when the Prophet ﷺ came, okay, he had a nation, okay, the Khilafah, and he was ruling it, and it was.
Brother, don't preach, don't
No,
forget,
I'm not
because we want to
preaching.
get to points.
You a
I
monologue.
can accept, look.
You did a monologue.
No,
You
sorry,
understand?
brother, try and hear
You
what.
have your own constitution,
Brother,
right?
I'm not trying to stop you.
Yes.
No,
Trust
and
me.
to
You
be
are,
honest,
you are.
He
Low
listened to
key.
you a few
Brother,
minutes.
brother.
He listened to a few minutes. He promised he didn't say
Because
anything.
my thing is hard on him.
You soon
No,
forget
I
why
have
we are
sympathy for you.
talking
I have
about.
sympathy for you
Go-
because
no,
the things
no,
I'm
sorry.
saying are hard on you.
No,
and I know
no,
it is.
no,
I know
no,
it
no.
is.
They're not hard.
Okay,
Trust me.
But we're saying when Islam has a nation, right? We have our own laws and everything.
heard that before,
Yeah, we
don't
heard that.
repeat it
Yeah, I'm not
again.
repeating it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying you have your own nation. You have your own.
We have
laws.
what?
You said you have your own nation, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so fine. We have your own nation.
So you want war now, innit?
I'm not. What, you're the one who
No,
mentioned war.
no, because you have your nation,
Who
I have
mentioned?
mine. Now, if I
There you go. There you go. That's it. There are nations all over the world. And these nations intend to keep their nations. That's it. That's it. Now, when nations go against each other, guess what? Guess what? It's war. Survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. That's it. There's nothing hard about it. It's not rocket science. There's nations all over this world. And once they're put together, it's going to be war. Anyway, let's move forward. Let's go ahead. We're going to finish this thing because I intend to do it.
I have my nation, you have your nation. How are you going to make me leave mine for yours? No, but what's the point you coming here then?
Try and convince you to leave.
To convince me to leave. But I've told you it ain't gonna happen. I don't know, are you deaf and dumb or something?
Okay, can I ask you a simple question? One question.
Yeah.
Okay, say I'm not part of your nation, right? And I die. What happens to me?
You get buried in your nation. That's what happens to
What
you.
happens? What happens? After
Your nation will tell you what happens. Haven't they told you in your constitution?
Answer me though. Do you believe in afterlife?
What do you mean?
Do you believe in afterlife?
What do you mean?
Heaven and hell.
Brother,
Wait,
you can tell.
I will clarify.
One thing I always picked up from Brother Ty, I spoke to Brother Ty on many occasions. He's a really good brother, right? He don't do belief. Brother Ty don't do belief. Brother Ty too knowledge. That's why he said what he said in the beginning, like, I'm talking to you, but you guys are children. I'm trying to teach you something. Trying to teach you something. Brother Abu is asking him about his belief. But we're going to keep it going. And I ain't got nothing against Brother Abu. You know. I ain't got nothing against Brother Abu Taha. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against him. I'm just saying he's learning. And he's good. He studied. So that's a good thing. I ain't putting nothing against him. But we're going to keep it rocking.
Hold on, one by one. Look, I'm listening. But
I'm speaking, right? Okay, one second.
But listen.
Afterlife. Do you believe in afterlife? Heaven and hell.
Listen, don't forget, I'm just asking you to clarify before I jump in, right?
Okay, I'm clarifying.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Do you believe in heaven and hell? The reason why we approach you is because
Brother,
we believe...
you don't let me answer, but you're moving on.
I'm just clarifying. The reason why we approached you was because if you're not part of our nation, okay, of Islam, okay, if you don't accept that we embrace everybody, if you don't join it, yeah, then you go to hellfire.
I go where?
Hell.
Where will I go?
Fire.
Hell what?
Jahannam. Yes.
Okay.
So we say, yeah, it's out of love for you.
Out of love?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't care about you. If we hated you.
If you hated me.
I will never mention any Islam to you in your face.
You will never give me any food, right?
No,
go on.
I won't mention Islam. And
you won't mention Islam?
Yeah, and I'll turn my back to you.
But Adam knew about it.
Yeah. The reason why I'm approaching you.
Why do you need to mention it? If there's 126,000 prophets who already knew about it.
But you have to go to individually, yeah? If you haven't heard about Islam specifically the way it's meant to
What do you mean we never heard about Islam?
What do you know about Islam? What do you know about Islam?
Okay, that's the end of that. So, no worries. We're going to move on to the next. Right? It's not a myth part 4, okay? It's not a myth part 4. You know what I'm saying? I got one more video to put out there. Okay? This one more. This, what am I doing here? Okay. There you go. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Like, share, and subscribe. We had 2 hours, 2.5 hours, all right? I know this is a long video. I should have broke this down in a couple of videos, but no. I'm a busy man. I got things to do. I got a lot of stuff to do. So, I'm doing what I can. Right? So I hope you guys appreciate this. Right? Hey. Beat. We're gonna go to the next one. All right. gonna go to Dr. John Henry Clark. All right? Now, it may seem like all of what I put together is not related, but it is. Right? So just so you guys understand, you know, that is not a myth, and how I'm putting everything together. You will understand. You will understand why old boy in the blackwashing of whatever that term is. Blackwashing of history. You understand where it's coming from, okay? There you go. All right. Hey. Y'all know the rest. I'm about to get into it. We're going to let Dr. John Henry Clark give us some knowledge, okay? Let's go.
There was no word called Jew in the ancient world. The word Jew did not come out of Africa. It did not come out of Western Asia. It is a European word. There are people of the Hebrew faith all over the world. There are black Hebrews, there are brown Hebrews, there are yellow Hebrews. How is it that a bunch of Europeans called Jews dominate the word Jew to the extent of making you think that the very faith Hebrew is exclusive to them, leaving out all other people? We become prisoners to circumstances in history. Becoming prison to these circumstances in history, we still react to this conquest of the mind. In slavery, we wanted to associate ourselves with the people who had escaped from something. So we read a Jewish escape story called the Exodus. And we believed it. And we didn't examine the story. Because if you examine the story, you will find the story is told to instill faith in a people. And sometimes, if a story is told to instill faith and truth, the illustration used to get the point across need not be true. Tell me, how can 600,000 people cross the Nile, cows, children, goats, sheep, and get on the other side? No laws. The Nile just dried up. It must have been muddy, and they didn't even get their feet muddy. Now, you can do it with imagination, but in fact, you can't do it. They copied, these Western Asian people copied Nile Valley folk stories, personified themselves into the story, and sold you your own story, and you bought it. Now let's go back and deal with where they copied the story from. There's a 3-volume work published by the University of Chicago on Egyptian literature. I would appreciate it if the people on my right would just let me be heard. Dealing with Egyptian literature. And there is a story in the 3 volumes dealing with a pharaoh who got somewhat despondent, and his magician decided to take him rowing on the Nile. And to make him more happy, the boat was being rowed by beautiful ladies. The lead lady stopped rowing and started crying, and the Pharaoh was very much concerned with what had happened. And he asked the lead lady what had happened. He said she had dropped her necklace in the Nile. And the Pharaoh told the magician to take care of it. At this period in history, all kings or pharaohs travel with a magician. Instead of you and I having a fight, we have a contest between our respective magicians. We didn't take the nation to war. The 2 magicians settled the matter.
Big facts.
Magician parted the water, dried up the Nile, stepped out and picked up the lady's necklace, gave it back, the water came back, she smiled, and they kept rowing the boat over. That's why the Jews copied the story about the part of the water. What I am saying is that at this period in history, there was no such thing as a Jew. There were Western Asian people who later joined the Hebrew faith. There was an extensive series on the history of the Jews. They gave them an artificial history before Babylonia. But they had no clear history before their entry into Africa as visitors seeking food and shelter. There in Africa, they sought and found food and shelter. They entered Africa with no clear language, no clear religion, and no clear culture. When they left, they came as 70 in number. They left 600,000 in number. They had a culture, a language, and a religion when they left.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Y'all can check this out. All of this is related. Okay? All of it. There's some sociopaths running around, running things. Claiming that black people don't have history. And right now, right now, they are actively trying to erase their atrocities in the Americas. And still trying not to teach history of what black people in this country, especially FBA, right? What they went through. That history is taboo. They are actively, right now, taking that history out. That history cannot be taught. We gotta learn about the so-called forefathers as being righteous. Now, this is a rhetorical question. Were the so-called forefathers righteous? You can answer that in the comment section. This video right here is an hour long. I ain't gonna do it. But I told you guys that I intended to do it. And I feel that I've proved my point sufficiently. I really don't have to say much. I could just go to the authority and let them speak. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every one of y'all guys. Like, I really do. For sitting here and listening to some history. History, for me, is therapeutic. Because it shows me how far we have come and how much farther we need to go. We still have a long way to go. Have a long way to go, right? But at the same time, oh boy, man, they are scrambling, aren't they? Just labeling people stuff, just throwing labels on them, making sure our voices can't be heard. It's interesting. These times are indeed interesting. Right? But guess what? As long as we stick together, or as long as we deal with like-minded people, we gonna make a way. For sure. Absolutely. We will. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just leaving that out there. Anyway, this is Ashanti Black on my channel B Promotions. Okay, and it's not a myth. It's never been a myth. Part 4. Tell me why you mad, son. Oh shit! Hey, you guys check out this video about Elder Dr. John Henry Clark. For real. Man, he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna leave that there, and we will get up next time. All right? Peace, family.